Uh, yeah, welcome everybody. It's been like 10 million years, but welcome to another episode of Brewing with Birch and Bromley, where I am going to blind react apparently to whatever the hell happened to the format because I don't know. But I got a message from Mr. Bromley over here yesterday, like, you want to make a video about all this new stuff? And I said, oh, I haven't been on Facebook in like 3 months. So without further ado, I guess I'm gonna learn about format changes and all that good stuff for Universe's My Hero format? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, like, first, how are you doing? It's been 40 years since we had a video.
Life has been a little chaotic. There hasn't been too terribly much to talk about on the I guess the Universe's front, right?
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
doing
like,
good though. I can't really complain.
yeah,
I'd say work, just a lot of work, recovering from COVID, all that good stuff. It's a whole ass disaster out there. Stay safe, people. But yeah, dude, I can't complain. Just been gaming with the boys, really. Had a good holiday season by myself because
COVID.
because COVID and quarantine, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's cool. It's cool. How about you, man? The people
Uh,
see you more. You're more active.
I guess I haven't put up a video in like a month, even by myself.
Ah, it's fine.
Yeah, it was the holiday. Fuck 'em.
Exactly.
But yeah, I've just been pretty much the same, just trying to get work done and holiday bullshit and a
Yeah.
bunch of COVID scares that were actually just negatives from family members and stuff like that, but like having the
There you go.
quarantine just in case and shit. So
It's a real ravager out there right now, dude. This new variant is certainly tearing its way through the butthole of America.
yeah, apparently it's not like super deadly. Anyway, it's not what we were gonna talk about, but
This isn't a politics stream.
yeah, yeah, whatever.
We're here to fucking take UFS and kick names
Yep,
or whatever.
yep, that's what we're here for. So like, there have been quite a bit of news. The first one is Mulligan rules. I've got a thing for us. Actually, I can slam into. Boop, 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 boop. Everybody can see it. They changed the Mulligan, which is
Huh.
pretty quack and crazy. Actually, I don't think that's happened. I mean, the last time they changed it from removing your entire hand to.
Right.
Oh, I guess you could shuffle it in. I guess. All right, if you don't want to lose 5 attacks for the whole game on your mulligan.
Right.
But so they changed it in My Hero to both players getting a partial Paris, and Jasco says that it had like a 70% for going first win rate. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
That seems kind of high.
Yeah, it's a little too high, probably.
Yeah, I think that Jasco testing might be kind
You
of.
think they fudged the number?
I don't
You think
know.
they're like,
Okay, so for one thing, maybe they played 10 games and 7 of the 10 games going the first guy playing, because how many games
Sure,
can this Jessica have? We don't know what their play test team looks like. But we know for a fact that from the like events over the past 2 years, we were keeping track of who went first, actually.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the numbers were definitely skewed towards the first person, but you can talk to Tim Keefe. I'll get the number for him at some point, but it definitely skewed it, but it wasn't that hard. I did certainly feel very good going first with partial Paris Mulligan, which if anybody
yeah.
was as confused as me, I don't know why it's called Paris. Partial Mulligan is just I take as many cards as I want from my hand and I put it on the bottom of my deck. But that's not how they're doing it now. Now player 2 actually gets an advantage. They get
Sure.
one more card on their first draw step, and they get the partial mulligan. First player can mulligan 2 times, but it has to be a full mulligan, which is
That's so weird.
so I know exactly why they did that.
Okay.
So I don't know about you, but I've seen like probably 4 or 5 times in Top Cuts watching like a 5 or 6 hander mulligan a 5 attack hand into a 6 attack hand or something like that.
I mean, yeah, it happens, but like,
It happens. I've seen it, but I've seen, like it's super low. Like these are consistent decks. It's
sure.
super low percentage. It happens. Like I watched Keenan
Yeah.
Meadows play Kuwabara into Jeddah and mulligan a 4 attack hand into another 4 attack hand, and like he just
Yeah,
didn't get
yeah.
to play the game, right? And same thing with Church. I saw Church do it with Nightmare as well. And like these are aggressive decks, aggressive 5 and 6 handers. Like that's part of the risk of playing it. But the odds of your top 15 slash 18 slash 21 cards being, like you get to the point where you literally cannot draw six.
So if I'm to understand this, it would be like I'm a 7-hander, right? I draw 7. I don't want them. I put them to a side, draw 7, or put them to the bottom, I guess, whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
I can draw 7 more. I can put them to the side, and then draw 7 more. So it isn't like there's no shuffling in between that. There's
so
just
it's kind of crazy.
That's kind of cool.
It's
yeah,
cool, right? In terms of
it's actually I think that's actually still super nuts, but
it's very good. So let's say you need specific pieces, right? If you're playing a rando deck, it's probably nuts because you get to dig.
You're finding true identity. Or if you need like confronting Jeddah, like your whole strategy is confronting Jeddah. You're like, you don't have to play a 4X now. You can play like a spicy 3, get a little extra space.
Absolutely. If you're seeing literally like a third of your deck on turn 1, you don't need to run 4X copies of some of these cards. Some people probably will if they have like incredible blocks, like coordinated effort, and this only affects my hero to my knowledge. So like the only deck I can see that's like turbo, like I would be upset about them, having this is like
still Kirishima.
It's like
go get coordinated effort and just fucking win the game.
Nomu and Kirishima finding coordinated effort that's like the only thing, and like that's just because that card is broken, right? That card is too much.
It's certainly too good in at least the My Hero format. Like I think in the standard format with like 10 sets, it's a little bit less of a problem, but
so it's less of a problem because there's things that interact with it, like much more of them. But like I still think that commit to clear my card pool and build a foundation once per turn is good.
I mean I think of it as kind of like it's like Shishio except a foundation. I mean
well Shishio is specific to weapons, right?
Sure, yeah.
And
I mean
that's an asset.
Yeah, like I said, it's a foundation. It shouldn't have a 6 check. It does, but
it's a 6 check.
Here we are, Yeah,
it's a foundation, so it still counts towards my fucking build and all that. I just don't like that card. I think that card's too good. But
sure.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so that's the biggest thing that it lets you dig. But here's the thing: I think that new players, and this was my first thought, is that new players are gonna double mulligan every time and get fucked because they're gonna go like, here's my 4 foundation hand. I didn't like it. Into a 3 foundation hand, and they're like, I don't like it, and then into a 2 foundation hand,
Fuck them.
And I was playing games for the first time in a century with Tamarin yesterday.
Yeah.
And I watched new players do this. Like actually, like I saw a new player open up 6 cards and see 4 foundations, mulligan into a 2 foundation hand, and then mulligan into a 3 foundation hand. It's like, no, dude, you see 4, you're good, you're chilling.
You're fine. So if you're you shouldn't be sculpting that hard for your foundations if you don't have the partial mulligan.
Yeah, partial
like
is
you want
easier. For sure.
Partial, you're allowed to be greedy as like sin. You can just be as greedy as you want to be, especially if I'm reading this second point right, where they just get an extra card.
Yes.
Which so are they drawing that at the beginning of the turn then?
No.
Like,
so
how does that work?
So it's during the draw step. It means you can review and see 2 cards.
Oh,
so it's essentially that you get +1 hand size on the first turn.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's cool. So you get your you get your partial mulligan, and then you're allowed to review and draw an extra card, right? That's cool. I was gonna say I think it's funny that you don't have the extra card for if your opponent goes aggro on turn 1, but you can't do that in My Hero, so I guess it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
you're just not allowed.
Clarified. Before it was I think that the first player couldn't attack, but now it's neither player attacks.
Oh, no one can?
No one attacks.
Oh yeah, they need these mulligan rules just in case,
Yeah, nobody.
That really foobars me, man. I just want to throw attacks at people. Oh, God.
Darn. Yeah, so I remember talking to Tim Keefe about this because I was bitching and moaning about how I got attacked on turn 1 at Worlds 2 years ago.
Sure.
Just like every single match except for the one I played against Mark Tyner because he was playing a 1 attack deck. But like I was bitching about it, and Tim was like, I feel like turn 1 attacking isn't that bad. And I'm like, dude, the way you turn 1 attack with like a 3 difficulty attack that is super safe and it's just a poke to get like something out of my hand because you want to get an attack out of my hand or something like that, and it's like threatening maybe 4 or 5 damage, like so you can get like something on the board and get momentum, is not the same as Nightmare chucking Izuna drop 3 times on turn 1.
Yeah, it's different.
These
No,
are
I
different
get it.
things, you know.
I get it.
Yeah. So like that's the problem I have, which is, you know, like, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that my experience was so fucked from
Yeah.
that World
Oh,
Cup,
absolutely,
and
dude.
I went positive. It wasn't like I was like, oh, just go
Yeah.
fun. Like, I beat most of these people. They were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
super greedy, but it was just like zero fun, you know. Um,
I agree that there was certainly the greed monster attacks. Like even downward spiral was like in that same vein just
oh
because
yeah,
it was such a cheap
I
attack.
died on one a bunch of times
Yeah,
to double
yeah, it's
downward
it's such
spiral.
a cheap attack that you could play him pretty safely.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's greedy still, but
I
it is
mean,
different than
going
the
second, it was awesome because your opponent had just played 4 or 5 cards out of their
yeah,
hand.
and you just win.
Yeah,
You just win the game.
just win the game.
That's yeah, that's certainly different from like because my experience is similar to Tim's, where I liked like the I never really did it. It's never really been my thing where I'm just like let me throw this little cheeky attack turn one that was like 2 damage or whatever to get some
Yeah,
momentum. But like I liked those like little lines where it was like, all right, well I've got a 3 of difficulty in my like my attack lineup. I can like do a little poke on turn one, still build safely if I have my deck built
right.
correctly. I liked those attacks, but again, they also didn't do 10 damage. They did like 4.
Yeah, like, I mean,
They like 4 at most.
for example, there are some 3 difficulties in my hero. Like with Jiro, I've definitely attacked on one with specialized sound waves.
Sure.
Just because it's a 3 diff, and it's like, here, catch this 4 high 4 that replaces itself. You know, like it's just like some
Yeah.
little value you get out of it. Um, but yeah, so no attacking for anybody on one. Speaking of
Okay.
Jiro, they did change something specifically for webcam events, which is
Oh,
kind of
okay.
crazy. If there's an ability that looks at the rival's top of deck, it's just reveal now for webcam events.
Just for webcam
Just for
event?
webcam, yeah. Because
Oh, so you just Jiro's just not good in webcam.
no,
Okay, got it.
so that's the thing is now I think people are gonna shy away from playing Jiro, but like, who
I
cares?
actually don't think it matters
It's not
that
the
much.
part that, because I
Yeah.
still get to choose what order it goes in.
Yeah.
It's just now you actually know. I can't like mind game, you know?
Yeah, they can play around it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Or like they get to actually play around it.
But like the fun part of Jiro isn't necessarily just like, I know it's on top of your deck. It's on top. I know it's on top of my deck, and also I'm gonna play this staff strike into another staff strike into
Yeah,
2
yeah.
charge weapons that are gonna have +10/+10. So
Yeah, I mean it's just more yeah, those are the more fun plays. It's not like I got him.
I got
I
it.
really I scammed you.
I've definitely had situations where like I saw 2 3s on top of my opponent's deck, and then I like bluffed them into thinking that they had like good checks or something like that. You know,
Sure.
like there are mind games you can play with the character,
Yeah.
that are not possible in that webcam thing. But like, I don't think it matters that much. And I think she
Sure.
is the only one in this format that has look at top of rivals deck.
I think that's right.
It would affect standard if there were standard events that were sanctioned and ran by Jesco for like things like Outworld. Is it Outworld's Eras? That they're like, there's stuff that does that. Like there are things, but I understand why they're doing it. It's like super funny if you're playing like what order do you want them in?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not looking
it's
at my camera. I'm not.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not checking my Discord while playing. Yeah, I'll close my eyes real quick.
Here you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I get it. I get it. It's but like the whole thing is on the honor system is a so crazy thing to me, right? Like they're doing this to
Yeah.
like prevent cheating, but like there's no way to prevent your opponent from cheating in webcam. And like,
Yeah,
there's so much
yeah.
that rides on the honor system, and
It is very fortunate that the community is like a very like trustworthy community.
yeah.
Like where you're just gonna be like, all right, at least I trust you guys to not cheat, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's either people that are like 100 years old playing the game, or it's a bunch of fucking like nice weebs,
True.
you know?
Baby weebs
Like
who
a-
just want to play their favorite guy.
just like a bunch of baby weebs that want to, yeah, they just want to like my hero experience, you know? They're really fucking into it. They love that
Correct.
shit.
Actually, I was super surprised yesterday. I was watching some of, like, I was commentating with Tam over some like gameplay, and there were a lot of new players who were just like pretty good. Like I was expecting,
Yeah.
their lines were bad, you know, like they took
Sure.
really bad lines left and right, but like their understanding of the game was like choice. You know, they were like declaring things properly. They were asking for responses and enhances properly, and
Yeah.
it was sick. I liked it a lot.
I actually think Tamarin has done a fantastic job with that. Like, because he's been playing against new people for like what 3 months now since
Yeah.
it basically since the site came out. He's been doing it, I think, at least once a week,
Yeah, he's
probably
actually-
twice or 3 times. Like, he's doing it a lot, and I think that's actually given people like a lot of like, you know, I mean, Cameron's pretty good. So like you're learning from a guy who's pretty good. He's
Yeah.
like helping you through it pretty much. Like I
And
think
teaches
that's
you to
pretty
card
sick.
well.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's sick. Good
yeah.
for them, you know?
Yeah, I was really impressed, honestly. I was super impressed because, like, when I play against, like, I don't know, it took Jose a long time to beat me, like a long time.
Yeah.
And like, he understood the game super quick, but that's because Jose's like a fucking genius.
Yeah, that dude's smart as He's a little smarty pants. Doesn't put his TFT guys in the right spot, but he's a little smarty pants.
But he like went and read the entire rules document just so he could like tell me when I'm wrong and shit. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
I hate that though. That's too much for me. I don't think anybody in the entire state of Michigan ever knew the rules to this game, and it's always been fine.
At this point, I defer to Jose, honestly. Speaking of
I'm gonna defer to Jose. I didn't even know. Usually, I just fucking texted Tim Keefe like, "Hey Tim, how does this work?"
That's fair. That's another good one. Jose and Tim have similar rules energy, where I'm just like, yeah, that guy has law. But yeah, so this is interesting because like Sean O'Brien announced this event before the Mulligan rules were put up, and he has like his own ban list, and this is so crazy because he says they're calling it "Try Before You Buy Neo Standard." And they're pitching it like it's something to get My Hero Kitties to try Standard.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
Their ban list is like Momo banned.
Huh?
And I think Unwavering / banned, Jiro's rare attack.
Is Momo like nuts in Standard? I don't get it.
She's not. People are afraid of
her.
her. She chain blocks with Cormorant and Elk Shield.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Like, it's pretty good. But, I mean, I don't know. She has to destroy a foundation each time to do it, as opposed to, like, Terry, who was committing a foundation and
who was actually just drawing a card off of it also, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's really not the same. And she struggles to fucking kill people. Like,
I mean, she's struggling in... I would see that, yeah. I think she's, like, kind of mid, for sure. Like, she's super mid-tier for me.
She's super fun. I mean, like, the cardboard capoeira, like the card movement that she does is so fulfilling and super fun. I think she's a really rad character, but she's not good.
so if I'm to understand, like they made a standard format event right there, but they only banned 2 cards from My Hero and nothing from Standard.
I think those are the things from My Hero. I don't know if they banned anything from Standard. I don't remember. Those are the 2 that stuck out to me.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like, that's interesting because like I think Unwavering / is a weird loop with Kali Yuga.
Okay, sure.
Like you can ready your whole stage and play it a bunch of times on 5s or something like that.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
I understand, but like, I don't know. I was like, oh, whatever, you know, like you've been able to do that with Meteor forever.
Sure.
Like,
sure.
Actually, forever. You take 2 meteors and shove them into your card pool, and that does way more damage than Unwavering / you know? Way more damage, right? Like, Like, those are all coming in for 9. Your Unwavering / are coming in for 4. Like, you draw a card each time, and you ready one each time, but, like, 5 high 9's way better than a bunch of 4 mid 4s. It's like how Takeda has been able to loop with 2 SRKs forever. I mean, since release, he's been able to loop 2 of those cards, but nobody does it because like looping 2 4 high 6s has so many points of interaction. And anyway, I don't like.
Yeah, it's points of interaction that your opponent can deal with.
Correct. Yeah, there's a ton of different plays. I mean, like I understand that the draw is like probably a little good, but like, I don't really.
The only time I even liked that looping the Kali Yuga thing was in order decks because it wasn't like a weird off symbol gimmick. I hated it every single time it was an off symbol gimmick that I saw.
You didn't like Kevin Broberg's weird.
I thought Kevin Broberg's Yoshimitsu deck was actually a pile of shit. No offense, Kevin Broberg, but that's way too many fucking off symbol cards.
I certainly never played Kali Yuga in my Yoshimitsus.
That's like 77% of your deck is like off symbol, and that's just too crazy for me or whatever. Every time I look at that guy's decks, they're just a fucking.
I love that shit, dude. That's
mad scientist, dude. I loved his Zhonghua deck because it was less mad scientist and very like just straightforward and a really good deck. And then everything since then has just been like this smorgasbord, you know? It's just been a really choose your own adventure of like what kind of crazy combos have I found in Standard, which is cool.
Yeah.
Just not my cup of tea.
It is.
Like my UFS, I like my UFS straightforward, you know?
Right.
That's why I like Scorpion. You mentioned that the other day and something. Was that on like just in the Discord? You were just like, Phil likes Scorpion. I was like, yeah, I like Scorpion. I don't understand the context, but
I think I was saying that you liked Scorpion. I don't think there was anything like
there had to be some
connotation.
context to it. It
Well,
wasn't
there's
probably
context.
important.
I don't think there was connotations to it. It was just like, yeah,
Sure, sure.
Phil likes Scorpion.
These
Um,
gamers out here
yeah.
disrespecting my boy.
Who
I
doesn't?
love putting 6 damage on desperation attacks.
Yeah, it's busted, especially when half of them have throw.
Throw. I
um,
love my 4 difficulty 14 damage throws.
but this event is interesting because there's like 2 tiers of buying in.
Sure.
And one gets you like 4 plus ultra packs, and the other one gets you 6, I think.
What the fuck is a plus ultra pack?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
So they're like tournament packs.
Oh, is that those are the things, those are the tournament packs?
Yeah, those are the things Mitchell.
Oh, yeah, Mitchell's little heart trying to spend all of his money on them
Yeah.
as fast as humanly possible. Love that guy. Very funny to me.
Yes, sir. Well, plus ultra is kind of busted. That's a really good card. It's like flame.
I love the fucking bird guy card. Oh,
Oh, Crow and Frog.
dude,
take
I'm
that.
playing 50 attack bird guy next time you see me, dude. Don't even worry about it.
All right, I'm in.
Well, not 50 because I can't attack on turn ones. Don't,
Sure,
not 50,
30.
not 50.
30.
I gotta have foundations for turn 1. Yeah, it might be like 25 though next time you see me.
Sounds right. Sounds right. Sounds right. Sounds like every Toki I've ever played into, honestly.
Good. These guys are doing it right.
Doing it correct.
I know it.
Yeah. And the prize is $500 in store credit. Get yourself
That is
a
cool.
case.
Yeah, you can get yourself fucking whatever,
The
pretty
next
much.
set, or like, a play set of whatever extra rares you want. That's what I would do
Sure.
with that money.
There are no extras on that website. There's no way. There's just no way.
I bet there are, dude. I bet.
There's just no way, dude.
All right, let's go.
Everybody buys them.
Rochester CCG. Extra rare. Oh, this looks like a lot of effort, actually. I don't want to do this.
You just, I think you just type XR, and it just like maybe it would work a little
true.
bit better.
Yeah, extra was not the play. But yeah, I mean, like $500 is a lot. It's and like, so it's interesting to me because like, if I was playing my hero and then somebody said, yeah, play in the standard tournament, it's $25 for entry. It's online on tabletop simulators. You have to buy an app on Steam to buy it.
Sure.
And you got to familiarize yourself with 1,000 more cards. I'd be like, pass.
I mean, 20. I will say 25 does seem a little steep to me, but I imagine that is because they are not expecting a grandiose turnout. 25 does seem pretty steep for like a tournament where you're trying to get like new people, you know?
Yeah, I think that it's kind of expensive. I think it's just going to be a bunch of old hats.
Sure.
And if I were going to try to get new players to like know my store, I would just do a My Hero tournament. Personally, I think that
Sure.
Sean doing it wrong, but he's going to be making
I like
money
the
off it,
idea.
so
I like the idea.
It's a cool idea. I would have started with the kiddie pool, Like,
I
think this is a perfect like round 3 thing. Do this in March. When there's 2 sets, and now they're like, they're like where we were at in the first set, where people are like they've already explored it enough. There's nothing new, and they're like, what do we do?
Yeah.
What do we do now?
Yeah.
Oh, can I introduce you to
Yeah, do you want to see fucking
Soul
what about
Calibur?
you guys like Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah, I want to see a busted card. Check out Shigaraki with fucking Spirit Shotgun.
You guys like old 90s anime? Cuz we got you.
We got you, bud.
We got you.
And then the last thing, apart from Sean O'Brien's Try Before You Buy Neo Standard Tabletop Simulator Tournament, otherwise known as SOBTBYBNSTTST.
That always cracks me up and I love it so much.
There's also been an announcement for like the actual tournament.
Oh, you're fucking with me. No way.
Yeah, for real, dude. They're doing it. They're living it live. We've got provisionals.
Is that like a PTZ?
I think those are PTZs, yeah. And then there's regionals.
Okay.
And the nationals. And then they have like what I assume are like worlds. And
Sure.
And somebody like really went into the thing here, and this looks like a big number cash prize.
Okay.
Like $200,000 cash prize.
There is no
That's
way.
what I'm just saying. Like somebody like went into the fucking pixels. Dude.
Is Jasco Games taking out a fucking loan for that? Like what?
I don't. I mean, like they've got anime money, dude.
Dude, they do not have anime money.
They
Last
got,
time I talked to him, he was telling me how puzzles make him more money than card games.
hey man, puzzles sell.
He was like, you know what people like? Holographic puzzles. We're making a mint off them. I was like, what are you talking about, Jason?
That's true. Jason did yell at me for not like buying into fucking Bitcoin. I was like, bro, I sold in like 2017. No, it was earlier. It was like 2015 or 16. And he was like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, nah, I'm not an idiot. I made like actually 80,000% off of my
Yeah, like my
box.
investment was really good. I'm
Like,
fine.
like I'm actually fine, my brother. Like just because you bought in when it was 60K and now it's 66K, like that doesn't make me an idiot. But yeah, so he's in on that stuff, I guess.
So are there like gonna be? Did they say when they're gonna release actual dates for these? Because starting February 2022 is next month. So like
More
planning time
details
sounds.
TBA, dude.
That sounds like we're gonna get a. It
I'm
sounds like
gonna-
we're gonna get a release like like a week before they're gonna tell people.
You know what I think, dude? So
What?
they announced the Mulligan rules.
Sure.
They also announced the top of deck thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that all three of these things are going to be online.
You think they're all online?
Yep.
Seriously?
Because of the pandemic, I think they're all online, and these ones down here, I think these.
There's no fucking way those are all online for the pandemic. I understand,
I think so,
listen, guys. I think the pandemic is a very serious thing, but I also look at the entire world or the entirety of the United States just being like, I don't give a shit anymore.
Just like I guess I'll get it.
Like, I just can't imagine that. Like, there's like 1,000-person tournaments in other games already anyway. Like,
so they tried to do the nationals thing, right? And then it got canceled because of COVID. So I think that they're just gonna play it safe. And I don't know. If it were me, and I am me, that's what I would do. And like it's so soon, right? Like these things are so soon, and they're like testing their waters, testing the putting their feet in the pool to see how people.
I feel like it wouldn't be that like crazy for them to just be like a week before and announce it, because they've done that before too, and be like, "Huh, you guys want to go to California for this PTC next week?" It's like, no, I can't do that because that's unreasonable. We'll see, though. We'll see. I do understand it's still like the midst of a pandemic. I think there are safety things you can do to like obviously mitigate some of the.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
some
we
of the
had a whole
problems,
ass event
but-
in Orlando where ostensibly
Yeah.
nobody got COVID. So
Yeah.
like, and,
Yeah.
and I've been playing in locals. I just wear my mask and I handy sandy, and
Yeah.
I haven't gotten COVID. So
Yeah. Mask saying. I got COVID not at a card tournament.
true.
That would fucking work.
Yeah, some
While wearing a mask, by the way, all the time.
at least
that's
you didn't
just
have
what-
serious symptoms, dude.
Yeah, that's what we call unlucky.
We counter.
But yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, man. I guess it could be like online stuff. I wouldn't play on online stuff. I think it's kind of lame, but I get it.
Yeah, you would.
You think so? I mean, I'd
You would.
commentate it.
I think you would. I think you would play it because you like money.
Oh, I mean, if the $200,000 one, yeah, I'll absolutely playing that. Unless these are all money prizes,
I'm
then yeah, I'm
assuming that
playing
it's
those.
gonna be like qualifiers, man. I think that's what these are gonna be.
Oh God, yeah, I'd have to qualify for the $200,000 thing, right?
Yep.
Ugh, I gotta join everybody else in playing Kirishima. That's fucked. Oh well.
Or
Sounds fun.
beat it, dude. Just beat Kirishima.
Dude, you can't I can't do that shit with my fucking bird guy deck. There's no way. I can't push enough damage to kill that guy before he kills me on turn 2.
Fair. Yeah. I mean, just like play stuff that can seal coordinated effort and watch him cry.
Dude, I played fucking like 4 copies of Evil Gaze main deck and still couldn't beat that guy.
Damn.
That was 8 actions.
Well, just play 4 of the Todoroki card that says, "Stop doing that." Just like tap my card, your thing's not good anymore. Irresistible Force of Nature, it's called.
Oh yeah, I played that guy. I played 4 of that.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
I do
that's
play
fine.
4 of that one.
She was fucked
Yeah.
up. I get it. It's fine.
He's just good. He's just too good, you know.
He's
And it's a no diversity format, so like you might as well just play the best deck. So
Yeah, I
if
would
I'm gonna play it,
assume-
if I'm gonna play in a money deck or like a money format, I'm
Here's
always
my-
playing that.
Here's my timeline, dude. Okay, provisionals, everybody plays Kirishima. Regionals, everybody plays Kirishima. 2 months later, coordinated effort ban, and overreaction errata for Kirishima as well.
Oh, you think they just go fucking whole hoss on it, dude?
Totally, dude. Totally.
They just neuter it. They just
Yeah.
fucking butcher the shit out of it.
Absolutely. You can't have, good measures. You have to go whole ass, entire butthole.
Fair, man. You have
That's
to
the best way.
absolutely destroy a whole fucking genre, like
Neuter
the overreaction, the classic card game overreaction.
100% neuter them. Yeah, you can't.
Could deal with one thing instead. Let's fuck the whole concept. Just
Yeah,
Get on
it's like ban coordinated effort, and then make Kirishima a 5-hander that says once per turn, debuild yourself.
yeah.
Okay, and then his twice per turn is twice per turn. This attack gets -4 damage, and I can debuild myself again. But this time,
Yeah,
it goes
more
to my
debuild.
hand. Yeah.
I just want to lose. I just want to lose all my cards. Actually.
Yeah. The enhance is actually going to be just destroy foundation. Enhance once per turn. Destroy one of your own foundations. And people are like, why? And they'll be like, fuck you.
Like it was too strong, so we had to do some testing, and this is what we came up with to make it better.
Yeah, this is what we came up with. Yeah.
This made it more fair.
Yeah.
It-
Unfortunately, even after that, hardened chop will still exist. And so will jab and shit like that.
yeah, if you hard, you're hard for sure,
If
dude.
you hard, you still hard after all that.
You're still hard either way.
Still
Your
super
hard cards just go in a different guy.
Truly.
We start playing hard cards in Deku or something.
There's no way. You would never touch that character, dude.
I would if his discard my entire hand wasn't once per turn. I would play him
Oh.
all the time.
We gotta wait for set 14 when they print a card that says Deku. Deku 1 specifically can play his
Yeah,
once
yeah.
per turn, twice per turn.
Yeah.
There you go, dude. That's funny. Alright, but yeah, that's all the news. The Mulligan, the Jiro doesn't work right, the Shannon O'Brien's test.
That is the
tournament.
longest name. I love that the names for TTS events just keep getting more and more ridiculous for
Absolutely.
like all the acronyms. They're just like, we want the longest acronym for fun.
Yeah, we gotta have another tournament, dude. We gotta show these guys how it's done. No bans. In fact, unbans. We're gonna say you can play 12 copies of coordinated effort.
You just call it SOBTTST. That sounds way better. Then people are like, ha, son of a bitch tabletop simulator tournament. And you're like,
Yeah, Sob's titty test.
there you yeah.
Yeah,
Stops titty test, yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
just saying, catchy.
I thought like, so that's like all the changes they announced.
That's it.
You made it seem like this is gonna be like the be all end all, man. I felt like I thought we were getting the dramatics.
Well, I
to,
didn't
like,
want to over or undersell it, so I was like,
That's
It's
fair.
a big one. I mean, I think the Mulligan rule is actually a big one, and then the this is a pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do like that. I like that they gave them little
Names.
arts.
Yeah,
I gave them little arts and names, and the regional license exam looks like a Marvel. It looks like the top part could say Marvel, and the middle part could say superheroes, and I would believe it. So I think that maybe Marvel might sue them for that, but that's okay.
It'll be fine, right?
It's looking very like very mid 2000s Marvel.
So you know what's really funny is all the locations in My Hero are named after Star Wars places. Like the first scene is in like Tatooine. They go to Jakku, like all this stuff. I wonder if they're ever gonna have terrain cards named after them, and then they get their pants sued off by fucking Disney.
Oh no.
I think you can't. It's like JoJo, where you have to rename, REO Speedwagon to just Speedwagon, right? AC/DC becomes SC/DC.
Yeah.
Cars.
I mean,
becomes cars.
Technically, he was still REO Speedwagon.
Was it
just
Robert? Oh yeah, Robert something. Yeah.
It was like Robert EO Speedwagon.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, Robert Edgar Oliver Speedwagon, you know?
Robert.
Yeah.
Edith. Oh.
Oh, Shanahan.
Oh, Shannon.
That's him, dude. That's
Omar, him. But
like, yeah, Omar. Yeah. That's what I meant. Yes, Omar.
Yep.
That's cool though. Yeah, dudes. So, as always, dudes, Cameron Cardwell is he does his thing. I don't really know what days. I would definitely say check him out if you're new to the game, watching us.
For sure. And if
two
you didn't
fucking-
even- why would you be watching us? We don't.
If you're new to the game, watching these two fucking old heads talk
Yeah.
about shit on the game that you want to start playing. Tamara Carwell does a fantastic job teaching. We keep it on the realer side. I keep it on the realer than Bromley side typically. He's very nice. Sometimes we switch though, and those are the true king videos when we swap sides.
Swap sides. Yeah, Civil War, baby.
Yes, like the Civil War. That was a great episode. But yeah, cool. We're kind of. I think we're done. We're out of things to talk about. We're as always, sponsored by Unfun Stuff.
Yeah.
Check out the. You've got a fucking. You got a what you call it, right? A TCG player for Unfun Stuff.
I do. Yeah, we put up a TCG player where it's mostly flesh and blood cards.
It's mostly flesh and boner, but
I am selling a single copy of Nitro Explosion, extra rare.
$10.
Yeah, $10 dues. First come, first serve.
But yeah, dudes. I don't know. Anything else to add to the thing? I mean,
no,
because that's a little.
Well, we're gonna try to stream more often, I guess, and maybe we'll actually put out some videos sometimes. But
once they give us things to talk about, it's easier. But sometimes they just fucking don't.
True. Sometimes they just don't do anything for multiple months.
The entirety of 2021 was them just blue balling us. It was crazy. They were like the beginning of the year is here's this fucking like big build up tournament, and then nothing for 9 months. It was great. It was actually, super cool.
Yeah, like 2020 they had so many events actually.
2020 it was like, man, there's a pandemic, but at least there's stuff for us to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna play retro. I was so sad there were no retro tournaments last year. So nuts. Anyway. All right, boys. Well, thank you for watching. Check out our YouTube, which you're already on right now, and our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/unfunstuff. We have a Discord. It'll be down there. There's a bunch of links. If you want.
There's gonna be a bunch of links.
Yeah, if you wanna buy a T-shirt or buy a fill of beer, you can do that. But we'll see you next time, which is hopefully not gonna be in 4 months.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it's soon.
Keep them in suspense, baby. Yeah, I'll try to put out some deck videos sometime soon. But until then, see you later.
Adios.